Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the importance of lateral ties in the column. If you ask to someone that what is the role of or what is the importance of lateral ties in the column, then he might be will give you the answer that to prevent the lateral buckling of the longitudinal bars. It is one of the reasons, but in this video we will see the other perspective of the stirrups. In this video I will take the two cases and I will try to explain you the importance of stirrups or importance of lateral ties in the column. So let us take the first case, that is case 1. It is without stirrups. Without stirrups. Now suppose I am having the cross section of column, this is B and this is D, and what I am doing, I am not providing these stirrups to this column directly. I am providing the longitudinal reinforcement in my section. And now what will happen by doing this? When this column will subjected to the axial force, these bars will try to move laterally, and as this bond is hardened, what will happen? This longitudinal bar will take with it some quantity of concrete. So this portion will move this side, this portion will move this side, this portion will move this side, and this portion will move this side. That means if you see the net effective area, I am having only this area to resist the axial force in my column. Now take another case, case 2, that is with stirrups. In this case, the failure of column has occurred already, because with this reinforcement all my concrete is spilled out, so this will also not be stable, so column has failed. Now see in this second case with stirrup bar. Now what I am doing, I am providing the stirrups in the second case. See, this is my stirrups. Now when this section will subjected to the axial force, what will happen? This longitudinal reinforcement will try to move in this direction, but because of the lateral ties, it is offering the resistance, or it will act as a restraint to this longitudinal reinforcement. So because of the restraint, it won't move in this direction. But if you see this area, it is still unsupported because we don't have any longitudinal reinforcement here. So what will happen? This concrete will try to pull out, or this concrete will try to move. Now see in this case the net effective area which will resist the axial force, and for sure it is more than this area. That means suppose I am saying this is A0 and this is A, so A0 is greater than A. That means I am having the more net area to resist the axial force than this case. Now you can see I have marked it as like this. So this is nothing but the arching action in the column. Arching action in column. Now let me connect this point to some clauses of IS 456. If you will see, the maximum spacing should not be greater than 16.5 12 of least lateral dimension, and third is 300 mm. That means in any case this spacing should not be greater than the 300 mm. Now because of this 300 mm, like this arching action, if you'll provide the main reinforcement here also, like take another case, suppose I am having the another column and I have provided the longitudinal reinforcement like this. This is something like this. Now arching action will act in between this range. That means I will be having the more net area to resist the axial forces. If you see in this case. Now I am calling it as A2. That means A2 is greater than A0 is greater than A. See, in this case the net area to resist the axial force